Good afternoon. This is my first solo trip camping since I had the stent put in. That I haven't really talked about my past history of accidents and things, but I had a bad accident when I was 20. Really bad accident, which put me off work for a couple of years, and I got back on. Never rode a bike again for another 30 odd years. Got back on again, and in 2004 in September I cartwheeled a BMW R18 and broke my back in 3 places, my neck ring in 6 places, 5 ribs, punctured lung. And then this year, which is 2026, in January, I had a stent put in for an aneurysm, and they blocked the left rear artery to the brain, so that's why the channel's called Still I Ride. I'm trying to make the most of life, basically. So, can I ride solo? Can I go out camping? I bought a teepee tent, because with the broken back I can't get off the ground very well, and it's just a way of getting up. Use the steel centre pole to climb up. I've downsized the bike, I don't know if you see it behind me. I've gone for a Tiger 900. Well, you had a Victory before, then I had the R18. I did get a Tiger 1200, which I had for 3 weeks, but it was just too much for me to manage with the back and everything. So I've decided to come up to Exmoor for a Thursday. There's nobody else here at all, just me on my own. I did ring the campsite owner, Carol, and asked if I could come up, and she said, yeah. So there's not many booked in. She said, but come on up. And she'll pop round sometime later on to pick up the fee for staying overnight. The toilet's lovely and clean. Don't think they've been used at all this year. I think it's the first one, but as you can see from behind me, the campsite's completely empty. Right by the river, so it's wonderfully peaceful. There's about a 27 miles an hour easterly wind. It was reading 12 degrees on the bike on the way up. I did shoot a couple of bits on the Garmin Verb of coming up over Porlock Hill, which I'll put on now. So what have I done different? I've changed all my camping gear. I've gone downsized everything basically. I'm still bringing far too much. I'm going to make a pile while I'm here. I'm going to segregate everything that I'm not using and put it into a pile. So I put it into one side of the top box, basically, the pannier, sorry, so I can empty that pannier when I get home and say, well, that's stuff I didn't use, I didn't need. There's no point in bringing stuff that's they could bring in it, everyone overpacks. I've got a sleeping bag in there, I've got a pillow in there, and I've got a blanket in there. I've got a cooking stove, a bottle of gas, a bottle of water. I've got a tin of stew to eat for the night, and then locks for the bike basically, and that's about all I need, to be honest. I don't need much more than that. I have bought an extra chain lock, so if I did leave it in a city or something, I could chain it to a lamp post so I have to stay. But everything else I think is surplus to requirements really. I've definitely got one pannier. The left pannier is empty, there's nothing in the left pannier at all, it's all in the tent, so that's definitely the side that I need to keep, but the other side is the chair basically. So I'll keep the chair. I didn't bring the table, I didn't see the point. I can lie on the ground and cook if I have to. It's not raining, it's going to be sunny for the next couple of days. So here I am at the Doon Valley campsite in Exmoor. Wonderful place, my favourite campsite to come to. Carol Bird, she's absolutely lovely. The campsite facilities are second to none. I believe, must be first of the year, but normally there's campfire pits on the ground where people have lit campfires, but the grass is all green and lush at the moment, so I presume there's not many people been and nobody's had any campfires yet. So normally along the bank of here, there's normally fire pits all the way around, and Carol comes and sells wood and kindling wood, and basically there's little pits on the ground where people have burnt stuff before, and you put your stuff in there and just set light to it and have a lovely bonfire. But I shan't be doing that tonight. Because nobody else has, and the grass is so nice, so I'll just leave it as it is. The tent's a bit of a mess, as you can see. I just had my lunch, just had some boiled eggs and tuna. That'll stay on the mat there for the night, and we'll load the bike up in the morning and see how I get on. It took me about an hour and a quarter to set up camp. Long time. I got stuck on the ground a couple of times putting pegs in, but that's just the way it goes. At least it wasn't raining, so just huff and puff a bit and get up when I can basically. So there you go. So I've succeeded in getting the tent up. It's all staked down. I've got extra stakes into wind, and it's nice. And then I'll chat again tomorrow probably when I get home, or might chat when I pack up. I believe Carol's coming around now. I can just see her little Jeep come by. So right, I shall catch you all later then. Bye bye.